finally, it's time! Ikora, Zavala, Cayde-6, yes, the OG crew returned to get it done in the final shape. Yeah, that's right, boys. The final shape is the final chapter in Destiny's decade-long Light and Darkness saga. So whether you're a filthy casual, a sweaty veteran, or simply curious, this video will cram your pulsating little brain box with everything you need to know about the final shape. And I mean everything. And I'm gonna serve it all up in 10
tasty
final shape facts. The final shape comes in 3 flavors: the standard edition, the annual pass edition, and the collector's edition. Now, the standard edition comes with 2 instantly unlockable pre-order bonuses, an exotic ghost shell and a legendary emblem. It also comes with access to the new raid where you'll finally face the witness, and you get the final shape's first new episode, Echoes. Now, episodes are replacing seasons. I'll talk about this later. Next up, the annual pass edition. This also comes with the 2 pre-order bonuses from the standard edition, plus an exotic fusion rifle and an exotic emote. You also get the new raid, a key which unlocks 2 new dungeons, episodes 1, 2, and 3. Each episode includes a free stash of upgrade materials and a new exotic sparrow. Now, the collector's edition comes with everything from the annual pass edition, plus a whole heap of physical goodies. Now, by far the coolest item in the collector's edition is the replica model of the tower from Destiny 1. And this is because the Destiny 1 tower returns in the final shape, but more on that later. So yeah, the model tower does some cute stuff. You can turn on the lights, and it comes with 3 adorable miniatures of the Vanguard, Cayde, Zavala, and Ikora, the OG crew, and you can place these guys in the tower. It's all really rather wholesome. Bungie has also teased some fun little surprises, so expect the tower to come with recognizable sound effects and magnetic locks. Now, as well as the D1 tower, the collector's edition also comes with some cool lore books, the digital soundtrack, and a code for an exclusive emblem. And for those of you who want to see all those pre-order bonuses in more detail, here we go. Now, like I said, all 4 pre-order bonuses are instantly unlockable. I pre-ordered the annual pass edition, so that's why I can access all 4. You can collect them from the special deliveries kiosk in the tower. Here's the legendary emblem, Paracausal Path. This is the exotic ghost shell and is aptly named Final Shell. And here's the exotic emote, Abstract Meditation. Now, this is giving me Doctor Strange vibes, and I gotta admit, I'm a fan of this one. But let's be real, it's the weapon you want, the exotic fusion rifle Tessellation. Let's have a look at his 2 very unique exotic perks. The Undecidable perk changes the weapon's damage type to match your equipped subclass, which means you can dish out Void, Strand, Stasis, Arc, or Solar damage. Yes, killing all the colors of the rainbow, you psychotic fiend. And the Irreducible perk packs a punch. Hold down reload to feed a grenade from your subclass into your gun for a supercharged kill shot. And killing enemies with this weapon gives you grenade energy, so that beefy kill shot is never too far away. It's a fun little gameplay mechanic. Okay, so now that you know everything about each edition, which one will you be getting? Leave a comment below and let me know. The Final Shapes campaign will take place inside the Traveler. Are you sure about that? Yes, it's true. After 10 years of playing Destiny, we finally get to see what's going on inside the mysterious floating ball in the sky. And this strange new destination is called the Pale Heart. Now, it gets extremely weird inside here. For veteran Destiny players, there'll be some very familiar sights. What you're seeing here is the tower from Destiny 1, and that's because the Pale Heart recreates your past. Whoever visits here will be confronted with their own personal highlight reel of past adventures. It's a nice way for Bungie to take a nostalgic trip down memory lane, to remind us of where it all began, and to give a little fan service to the players who've been here from the start. So yeah, the Pale Heart will seem friendly and familiar to start with. The lush green tranquil vegetation, the OG crew of Cayde, Zavala, and Ikora reunited once again, even the Cosmodrome wall from old Russia. But as you venture ever closer to the Witness's giant tower, things start to get a little more hostile and a whole lot stranger. No, for real though, Bungie's going full-on Bizarro mode for the final shape. Remember, the Pale Heart recreates the past deeds of whoever enters it, and the Witness entered before you did, so yeah, the surreal surroundings give us an insight into his twisted heart and mind. And this, of course, gives Bungie's art team the perfect excuse to let their imaginations run wild. The Pale Heart is without question Destiny's weirdest destination. It's a world that's been created by the Traveler's consciousness, one that's been influenced by both the presence of the Witness and the Guardians. It's a bizarre, dreamlike realm of infinite possibilities, made reality by the experiences and desires of those who enter inside of it. Okay, Okay, so let's talk about the campaign. This is Destiny's first ever linear campaign. So what exactly does this mean? Well, when you start playing, you'll focus solely on the campaign and nothing else. You'll make your way through a series of missions that carve a clear and focused path from the portal where you enter the Traveler through to the Witness's Tower. Bungie describes it as starting in heaven and ending in hell. And for all you Nathan Fillion fans, Cayde-6 will be on comms to help guide you through these missions. Now, only after you've completed the campaign will you unlock the Pale Heart's full destination, a large free roam environment that's open for exploration. Bungie has teased that the Pale Heart will offer unique experiences not seen in any of Destiny's other destinations, and the secrets you discover will cause the world around you to change. The Final Shape raid. This is it, the big one, the one where you face the Witness. Now you can expect something special from this raid. After all, this will be the event that concludes the story of the Light and Darkness saga, and perhaps more importantly, sets up the new episodes. Expect Bungie to involve the entire player base in this raid, not just those who actually complete the raid. There will be 2 new dungeons releasing during the year of the Final Shape. The Annual Pass and Collector's Edition both include the key that unlocks these 2 dungeons. The Final Shape introduces a new enemy, the Subjugators, and they come in 2 flavors, Strand and Stasis. Now, Stasis Subjugators can slow, freeze, and shatter, which, let's be honest, is gonna be annoying. I already hate them. And check it out, these orange orbs, Bungie calls them Pyramid Buddies, hover near these Subjugators and fire projectiles at you. And they also give nearby enemies these Pyramid Buddies too. Now, Strand Subs unsurprisingly wield the power of Strand, which means they can suspend you, launch projectiles at you, and basically smack you into oblivion with their Strand sticks. Now, it's not often that Bungie introduces new enemies to the game, so yeah, bring it on. Now look at this, there's 3 new supers. Storm's Edge for Hunters, Twilight Arsenal for Titans, and Song of Flame for Warlocks. Now the Hunter's new Arc super, Storm's Edge, summons an electrified dagger that you throw into your enemies. You then teleport towards the dagger and wipe out whoever's on the receiving end with a devastating strike, and you can do this 3 times in total. And the new Aspect allows Hunters to leap in the air, damaging enemies below and buffing nearby allies to give them a major speed boost. And yes, you can even combo this move. If you want to gate crash the party, this is the super for you. Next up, the new Void Titan super, Twilight Arsenal. You get to throw 3 massive axes which destroy enemies on impact. The axes will then pull in nearby enemies while still dealing damage to them. But perhaps the most fun thing about this super is that your allies can pull the axes out of the ground and take them into battle. The Titan's new Aspect allows you to create a shield that not only protects you but also absorbs enemy attacks. The stored energy can then be blasted out into enemies. It's a devastating little attack. And finally, the Warlock's new solar super, Song of Flame, which basically turns you into the god of fire. All your abilities become overcharged, allowing you to go utterly ham with solar projectiles. Everything's on fire, burn it all to the ground, spit on the ashes, and then burn those ashes even more. You sicken me. And your solar power is so effing manly that even your allies get a buff to their solar weapons, which will now deal scorched damage. The Warlock's new Aspect continues to feed the flames of death. When you cast a rift, you also create a solar soul, which fires at nearby enemies and burns them to a crisp. Okay, now let's talk about all the Final Shape exotics that Bungie revealed. First up, the new Solar Exotic Sniper Rifle, which fires rounds as powerful as the Hunter's Golden Gun Super. Next up, a new exotic Trace Rifle that harnesses the power of the Traveler. Remember when the Traveler fired out this massive beam? Well, yeah, this Trace Rifle is the pocket-sized version of that. Bungie also revealed the return of 3 exotics from Destiny 1, the first of which is the Dragon's Breath Solar Rocket Launcher. Also making its return is the exotic auto rifle Kvostov, as well as Red Death, an exotic pulse rifle that will now deal solar damage and can be acquired day 1 from the season pass. The Final final shape will also introduce completely new legendary weapons that Bungie describe as bordering on exotic. In other words, they do some pretty crazy stuff. Now, this arc sidearm uses special ammo and shoots small homing rockets which have a slow rate of fire but hit very hard indeed. These nasty little rockets of death also deal AoE damage. There's also a new auto rifle that allows you to switch between shooting your enemies to kill them or shooting your allies to heal them. Yes, this is Destiny's first ever support weapon, and I'm getting Overwatch vibes from this one. Okay, so let's now talk about episodes. Episodes are replacing seasons. Instead of 4 seasons a year, we're now getting 3 larger episodes a year. And each episode will be split into 3 acts, with each act releasing every 6 weeks. So why do this? Why not just keep seasons? After all, they do pretty much the same thing, right? Well, not exactly. The final shape concludes the Light and Darkness saga. Episodes are Bungie's way of defining this new era of Destiny. Yes, these first 3 episodes, Echoes, Revenant, and Heresy, will focus on the consequences and aftermath of the final shape, but they will also tell new standalone stories that are easy to follow even for players that haven't played previous content. Now, episodes will also change the way content is delivered, so let's use the first episode, Echoes, to explain how it's all gonna work. Now, the first act of an episode will be packed with all the stuff you'd expect from a new expansion. A new exotic quest, new story, activities, weapons, and armor. There'll also be 100 rank rewards to unlock and 25 artifact perks. The second act will add new story elements, new quests, new rewards, and another 50 rank rewards and 5 more artifact perks. And the third act will do exactly the same. New story elements, new quests, new rewards, yet another 50 rank rewards and 5 additional artifact perks. Now, this brings the total to 200 rank rewards and 30 artifact perks per episode. So yes, splitting each episode into 3 acts allows Bungie to give players a steady drip feed of new content, as well as consistently changing up the meta with the new artifact perks. What happens after these 3 episodes, I hear you ask? Well, there's gonna be more content. Yeah, check out this tweet from Bungie. Destiny 2 will continue after the final shape and the 3 episodes announced today. Over the past 5 years, we've been driving towards the culmination of the Light and Darkness saga. It's a crucial moment in the Destiny universe, but far from the last big story we have to tell. And let's not forget Bungie's brand new game Marathon. If you want to know more about it, check out the info-packed video I made on it right here. Go on, give it a click. It looks very promising indeed. Guys, please do thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it. I love you, and we'll speak again soon. Thank you for watching.